Hey everyone, welcome back to another video from CryptoBusy. My name is Tom, and in today's video, I'm going to go over the top 5 altcoins for July. Now, before I jump into the video itself, I do want to make sure that I've actually addressed the comments that we've been receiving lately in our videos. And I just want to make sure that I've said this. We hear you guys. We want to make that difference. We want to make the change for you guys to create the best content possible in the crypto space. And so we're going through quite a transitionary stage at the moment. We've been in the process of moving and it's disrupted a lot of things. But I just want to make sure that I've said this. We've got a lot more content lined up for you guys for the upcoming weeks and also months. We're going to continue providing that daily update and that crypto update for you guys that are very important. So again, at the same time, we do hear you. So if you have any suggestions for videos, if you have any comments that you want to make about our videos, do comment down below. All thoughts and opinions are very much welcome. So again, be sure to stay subscribed and stay tuned. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the CryptoBusy channel today. And also make sure to leave a like. It very much helps us out. So let's go over the market. I'll be going over the market and then the top 5 altcoins for July, and then giving my thoughts and opinions of where the market will be going over the next few months. As we progress through Q2 and we get into Q3, a lot of interesting stuff that's going to be happening. So again, I'll be going through all of that and also some Bitcoin technical analysis later on. So we're seeing a bit of a dip at the moment in today. You can see here in the past 24 hours, it's gone down 4% for Bitcoin, so around $33,000. I do expect the $30,000 region to be tested again before we see the next retest of around $35,000 to the $40,000 region. So it's very important price action at the moment. We have seen between the $30,000 and the $40,000 region that is quite choppy for Bitcoin, and that does affect a few things. If we look at the global growth of crypto over the past year, you can see here that it has pretty much changed quite dramatically over the past year. So you can see from the beginning of 2020 that we had the dump at the beginning of 2020, and then from there quite exponentially it has grown. And this is pretty much thanks to Bitcoin's growth. Bitcoin does affect where the rest of the market goes. So, if we talk about, these 5 altcoins going to be doing well, it also is very much dependent on how Bitcoin performs. So we are pretty much subservient to what Bitcoin is going to be doing. Now, there's some good news about that. In my opinion, I don't think that's a good thing. I don't like the idea of one cryptocurrency affecting the whole cryptocurrency market, especially when there is millions, billions, and at this point now, trillions of dollars in the market floating around. This highly affects the market and highly affects a lot of people that are in the cryptocurrency market. So this does affect things. So I think eventually, certainly at some point, Ethereum will dethrone Bitcoin being the #1 cryptocurrency, and this will greatly affect the altcoins in such a positive manner. But just for the time being, we just have to accept that Bitcoin does affect the rest of the market. So for how these coins perform, it is also dependent on how Bitcoin performs, whether it may be technically or fundamentally. So there's 2 things playing here as well. Now I'm going to go into the top 5 altcoins for this month, and also before that, be sure to follow us on Twitter at CryptoBusy. It's a great crypto community on Twitter, and we post some behind the scenes stuff on there as well. So again, an amazing community. So be sure to join that as well and follow us on Twitter. So the first cryptocurrency that I think will be performing well throughout July and also getting into the rest of Q2 is Icon. It is currently trading at 78 cents. It is ranked 103 just at the time of recording and has a volume of around $41 million. There's a lot of volume in this cryptocurrency for the time being, so it is quite liquid, which is good to see. It has a market cap of around $500 million, which is also good to see there as well. And what is interesting about Icon with its technicals, its all-time high was just above $12 back in the last alt season, the last big alt season that we saw back in 2018. And that greatly affected a lot of the altcoins that are out there. And so you can see here around $12. So it still has room for growth in terms of going back to its all-time high. I don't think we'll be seeing its all-time high just as of yet. We're not going to be seeing it tomorrow or next week. These things do take time, and it does also affect how the rest of the market is performing. So again, I would expect it to go above $1. That's the first milestone, the first hurdle that Icon needs to go through. If you don't know what Icon is about, Icon is a decentralized blockchain network that focused on interoperability. So for example, a great competitor to Icon would be Polkadot, to bring different blockchains together to seamlessly transact from one blockchain to the other. And that's a huge thing for the cryptocurrency market, especially right now where there are many different competing blockchains with each other. And this, again, is a way to mediate between the two. And it is very important in that sense. So Icon, I think, has a lot of good potential here. And do comment down below all of your thoughts and opinions on what I'm going to go through in today's video. All comments are welcome. So the second coin I'm going to go through in today's video, which is the second pick for July, is Nano. Now, we've been talking about Nano for quite some time on this channel. We're big believers in its project. It's had an all-time high of around $32, nearly $33, and is currently trading at around nearly $5. And so that is quite important. So that is already pretty much a 6x to its all-time high, which is quite important. It is digital money for the modern world, and you can have practically instant payments without fees. And that is a huge thing for cryptocurrency to exist in the world. You know, when you transact, when you buy your cup of coffee or your loaf of bread, you're not going to, you don't need to have fees involved. Yes, there is a fee involved with Visa, and the merchant pays that fee and everything like that. But at the end of the day, we need to have as little fees as possible for this to be feasible in the real world. And this is quite important for Nano. So I think it is, again, a very sound project, a very great project as well. We're invested in Nano ourselves, and I think it has great possibilities and great potential for the month of July, and also for going further to that as well, going into Q3 and Q4 this year. I feel it's going to be one of those coins that's going to perform well throughout a major alt season like we saw back in 2018. So again, Nano, it's a great project. We've been talking about it a lot on our channel, and we might be doing some dedicated videos around Nano in the future. So stick around for that. Really good stuff there. That is Nano. Now, the third pick for July for Crypto Busy is Polygon, also known as Matic. It's currently trading around $1. It's a very interesting project in my opinion, and you can see here it's already had an all-time high of around $2.40. That was, again, thanks to what's happened with Bitcoin's price action, but also what's happened recently with changing from Matic to Polygon, or one or the other here. This does affect where things are going to be going for the project. If you need to have a rename, a rebrand, sort of a look at what's happening, with the actual project itself. Very good stuff here. And what is also interesting to pick out as well is that some of these projects I'm going to pick out for today in today's video for this month, some of them have had an all-time high back in 2018, and some of them have had an all-time high already this year. And so what Polygon is able to do, it is effectively transforms Ethereum into a fully fledged multi-chain system, essentially known as the Internet of Blockchains. This is really important. This multi-chain system is akin to others such as Polkadot, Cosmos, and also Avalanche, and also interestingly the same as Icon as well. So you can see here there's some similarities here. I'm picking up projects that have real-world use cases and have a great team, great white paper, and can be implemented again in the real world. So this is really important for where things are going to be going. There's loads of projects out there that are performing well, meme coins such as Dogecoin and Shiba Inu. These are coins that have a lot of hype behind them, but fundamentally have nothing behind them at all. We need to see the fundamentals. We also need to see the technicals as well. This is really important for how cryptocurrencies perform. The next pick, our fourth pick for this month, is Ethereum. It's currently ranked at number 2. I believe that I think it can go to the number one position, and dethrone Bitcoin. Not today, not tomorrow, not next week, but I think eventually in our lifetimes we will be seeing Ethereum dethrone Bitcoin, and this will be hugely significant for the cryptocurrency market, because it would mean for the first time ever a cryptocurrency that is made after Bitcoin has dethroned Bitcoin, and that would change the dynamics of how a cryptocurrency market will perform. Yes, okay, Bitcoin has been around since the beginning, and it's the first market mover advantage and everything like that. But if you look at the fundamentals behind Bitcoin, first of all, some people say it's decentralized. It is actually highly centralized by mining pools and many other things as well. People buying a lot of cryptocurrency, a lot of Bitcoin itself, and that does affect the rest of the market. If Bitcoin is going to be that number one mover that affects the rest of the market, that does, again, affect the rest of the market. And this also does affect Ethereum. But I think throughout the month of July, we'll be seeing some pickup throughout the cryptocurrency markets. We've had a bit of overselling in my opinion, and I do think we're due and overdue some form of positive price action as we progress through this bull cycle that we're seeing right now. So again, Ethereum is I believe a great pick for this month. We picked up some more Ethereum recently, and also interestingly, throughout the month of June, Ethereum wallet transactions have crossed Bitcoin for the first time, showing the popularity of Bitcoin and how interesting Bitcoin and also how adopted Ethereum is over Bitcoin. This is hugely important for Ethereum's success, and I don't think we've seen the end of it. And I think an all-time high, certainly for this bull cycle, around $10,000 is feasible in my opinion. Again, it's not going to happen today or tomorrow or next week, but eventually I think it will happen given the fundamentals and also the technicals for Ethereum. Now, our final pick for this month is Tezos. We've talked about Tezos recently, and it's currently trading around sort of $3 for the time being. Again, it is sort of a competitor to Ethereum, slightly in the same sort of advantage with that being it can essentially self-improve itself over time, which is quite important. One of the disadvantages with Ethereum is that this Ethereum 2.0, the network upgrades take a huge time, long time to actually get implemented, whereas with Tezos, it is automatically uploading and updating every single day, every single month, 365. And this is really important for a cryptocurrency success. When people are asleep, the developers are asleep, and everyone that's involved in the project is asleep, it is improving itself. It's looking at what can be done to improve itself. And I think this is really important and will attribute to Tezos' success. You can see here an all-time high of around $10, nearly $11, which is really important for that. So I think an all-time high could be surpassed. One thing I want to make sure that I've said as well is that all of these cryptocurrencies, in my opinion, can reach their all-time high and surpass their all-time high eventually. And again, not today, not tomorrow, but eventually I think it could happen throughout this market. So I'm going to quickly go through some Bitcoin technical analysis. As I mentioned in the early parts of the video, Bitcoin does affect where the rest of the market is going. So don't try and overcomplicate things. You know, if you're seeing a cryptocurrency, an altcoin that you like and you're interested in, and you think, where could it go? First of all, look at where Bitcoin is going to be going, and then from there, look at the technicals for the particular project, look at the fundamentals, and then come to your conclusions there. But in my opinion, I do feel that Bitcoin should be testing the $30,000 region one last time before we see that rejection of $30,000 and going below there and going above $35,000 into the next week. We're going into the weekend already, so it's already Thursday, tomorrow will be Friday, and so the weekend, you know, the stock market cuts off, and so you know, with crypto, it never sleeps. So we could be seeing some of the capital flow out of the market. Again, that would cause Bitcoin to go around sort of the $30,000 region just in the immediate short term. Getting into next week, I think there'll be some more money being pumped into the market. I think, again, we are oversold in a way. And so some interesting price action for Bitcoin will be important. So two things, I think we'll be seeing a retest of around the $30,000 region. And then from that, we need to see a retest and a support and a close, a daily candle close above $35,000 for that positive price action to be pumped back into the market. But again, if we see a close below $30,000, then we could be seeing a retest of around the $25,000 region in the immediate short term. That is just my immediate thoughts on where things are going to be going technically for Bitcoin, but we never know. Some interesting things fundamentally. Elon Musk may tweet something, Jack Dorsey may tweet something, and this again affects the market, or a country bans or accepts Bitcoin. Again, it can all affect the market. Now, if you want to get that competitive edge in the crypto market and join a fundamentally great team, a really fun and engaging team that goes through the coin calls every single month and also every single week. It's a great opportunity to get involved in the cryptocurrency markets and get that competitive edge that you thoroughly deserve. It is the 1st of July, so it's the start of a new month. So use this opportunity to get involved in our Crypto Busy VIP coin calls. Josh and I will be on there, being more active on there as well, providing more content for you guys for the Crypto Busy VIP coin calls Gold and also for the VIP coin calls as well. So lots of good stuff happening there and a lot more stuff happening for Crypto Busy. So again, as I mentioned in the early part of the video, in the beginning of the video, we do read the comments. We are addressing what the comments are saying, and we do hear you guys. We want to create that content that we wish to have access to when we started out in crypto, and we're making a lot of changes here. So expect a lot of good changes happening over the next few weeks and also months. We've got a lot more content lined up for those months as well. So again, be sure to stay subscribed to the Crypto Busy channel, and if you haven't already, also subscribe to the Crypto Busy channel today. Leave a like on this video, it very much helps us out. And also comment down below all your thoughts and opinions that have gone through in today's video. It very much helps us out as well. So that's it for me in today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.